Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim 22. We're going to turn on a few mods today, so I wish I would have done this last time to save us some money, but that's okay. So we are going to do free landscaping tools so that we can just kind of beautify our farm and our map without having to spend way too much money. I finally did the guidance steering GPS mod so that we can maybe drive ourselves in straight lines now, since I'm very bad at doing that. And then there's this paint anywhere mod that I got a comment about. So basically that'll let us paint anywhere. So what would happen before is when your path would get close to the street, it would just sort of automatically stop you from being able to paint or terraform. And so you'd always have like some weird areas. And so this will let you actually paint anywhere. So we can put our pathing right up to the road. And now we wait for the load. All right, not too bad. Cool, so here we are. Now, last time we did a bunch. We're gonna straight away just sort of finish up our painting. It won't take long because we've done the majority of the work, but I wanna fix these paths since they got kind of weird anyway. So we're gonna take away this like 2-lane sort of rough looking gravel, and we're just gonna do a quick paint of asphalt. And if I don't mess it up too bad, it'll look nice. And so you can see we can go kind of straight up to the road. Whereas without that anywhere mod, it would have already been like stopping me. I don't think we have the exact texture of the road, which is fine. So we can't really blend it in or anything. We can just kind of do this and then, excuse me, we just got to be careful here. But this will look really nice when all said and done. Can you rotate? Where's my controls? Change cursor shape. So we can actually do a circle, which is probably what we want for this curve. And go back to the square. Oh. It's weird you can't like rotate the... You can rotate the camera, but not the brush. Shoot. Okay. I think then we should just stick with the circle. That's too big. Okay, for now we'll just get rid of this. We'll come back and clean it up. That was taking a little too long. Okay, this path was longer than I thought. So we'll carefully do these little areas. And then we'll actually get to farming. Buying some animals. Should I just do one more and just... it's too big. That's gonna dominate the... Oh! I did not mean to click. Shoot. That's not a big deal, right? We can just plant some grass. Plant some meadow. Yeah. No problem. Okay. And we gotta start over. Perfect. I might touch up, oh boy. I can always touch this up after, or like off camera. I was hoping we could just use the square like I did at the beginning, but if you can't rotate the square, then I'm nervous that it's gonna get bad. Yeah, so what I'll need to do is go through and like touch up like that. Yeah, so now instead of having this like 2-lane road like that, it'll be this nice asphalt. I guess we could probably touch this up since we have the Anywhere mod and maybe just get it up to the stream there. You probably don't need to own the land now, which is awesome. And there we go. Okay, so that's a start. Again, it'll take a long time, I think, to go through and get those edges, so I don't want to worry about it since we did a lot of painting last time. So the scary thing is we spent a lot of money. We went through it very quickly, and we still don't actually have a way to make money from our investment. All we've done is place a bunch of buildings, which will actually cost us overhead. So we need to actually fill them up with things that produce money, which are the animals. So we'll start with sheep, and we'll just fill up the sheep. If I can find this icon. All right. So how much would it be to do all 65? It'll be, oh, cheap. So we'll probably just do the fully grown adults. I don't know if they produce more wool. Like basically, they'll be able to start breeding, I guess, at 5 months. So these will already be able to do that. They're cheap enough that we don't have to worry about it. I think we can just buy... Which ones do we want? I kind of like these. We'll just buy all of them at once because there's only 65. It's going to cost us, what, 40,000? Not even. I don't know if they produce more wool if they're older, but I feel like they do. There's like it feels like they do during my playthroughs, so we'll just get the older ones and that'll be fine. So we don't need to water since we bought the pens, and so all we need to do is give them either grass or hay. Oh, okay. So I guess they have to be older than 8 to reproduce. So we need grass or hay. And I wish I could buy a hay bale and just test this quick. So I actually need this because I need my fork. But in this game, you can do a nice... Oh, I always forget where it is. Bales. So let's just do a round bale because it's cheap. And all I'm doing is testing if... So in previous games, you could just put the bale in the food and it would turn into food. And I feel like I've tried that on 22 and it didn't work. But before I before I invest in like baling mass amounts of hay, I want to just check. The other idea would be, well, I guess before we do that, we can just check our animals. I wonder if they even have it here. Sheep. Animals. No. If we look at animals... Oh, you know what we could do? And I know this works. And I think this is only for straw. It does just tell us, because that's for bedding. We don't need straw for sheep. We will for pigs and cows. We don't need water. I guess we already have a water tank. So what we can do is get one of these. We'll just get this one because it's bigger. And why not? And then this should be able to mix the hay as just hay, and then we should be able to just spit. Oh my gosh. Tree, get out of the way. So once we turn it on, it'll turn that hay into like hay sludge. I guess I already did. And so if we look up there, we have 100% hay. And then tip side left. I really wish we would have converted to hay some of our silage, but you live and you learn, and we learned a lot, I guess. So it looks like we want tip side right based on where our sheep are. There we go. Kind of a weird spot, but that should... Okay, so that works. So we don't need a picker-upper, because we'll plan on just baling hay. And so now the issue is, where are we going to get all this hay? And I think for now we're going to have to just do like this huge spot here. So it won't be very efficient, but that's all we have right now because it's winter, and so this grass isn't even going to grow. But then the next time we can do silage, we'll do we'll do like half of it as hay or something and just get a whole bunch. And then the other nice thing about buying that machine is that we're now ready for cows. And again, all we need for that, we already have the silage and the straw for that. We just need hay, which is what we're doing right now. So once we do this mow, we'll buy a tedder. And then we have the baler already. So we're actually set up pretty well. It's just a matter of getting hay. So we actually don't need to swath it because we're going to go over it with the tedder anyway. So we want to, I always forget the Control Y into wide spreading. We'll go about right here. Get rid of that. We'll kind of get our outline first. It's going to be a little weird. I assume this grass grows back. I actually don't know if painted meadow grows back automatically. If not, I'll just do a quick repaint. Leave a little border just to give ourselves room. And then we won't be able to hire a worker for this since this isn't an actual field. It was if we would have just converted the field to planting grass, but since we painted it, I don't think it's acting like a field anymore. I can hit H and C, but yeah, no field. So we'll reset. So yeah, I really blew through that money last time. I didn't mean to. It goes really fast. Like, it's kind of like real life sometimes. If you get an influx of cash, like what do they call it? Windfall? It's sort of easy to be like, which is why budgeting is important. And I didn't budget our 1.1 million. I just invested it, and hopefully we'll see that return soon. With cows, what we can do, and we probably won't even mess with pigs yet, because you just need such a variety of foods, and we just don't have that because we don't have enough fields. So I'm kind of thinking right now we invest a little bit more in, well, we need a tedder, which shouldn't be too expensive, and then we'll invest in like 10 cows and let them breed, since those are pretty expensive. That'll kind of be our plan. I would love to buy one more field, since we do need, like for pigs you need, and of course I forgot, I wanted to get potatoes or sugar beets through a mission, but those, honestly, if you don't give them the tubers, it's not a big deal. It's like 5% of their food. It's not gonna really have a huge impact, especially at the beginning. But otherwise you need, like, I always forget exactly, but oh, it's on. You need like a grain, a protein, the tuber, and what is happening? Oh, I guess I could read the flashing message. Let's see, a grain, tuber, protein, and I'm forgetting one. But I think there's 4 categories for pigs, and it's a lot. So we'll probably just focus on cows, just so they can start breeding. And eventually we'll need a milk tank for that, but that won't be too big a deal hopefully by then. Oh, I put this in wrong, but I don't want to fix it. There we go. Okay. So the last thing we need for sheep is a tedder. And yes, we could do grass. Oh. We can do grass. Like, we could pick up the grass with a picker-upper. That's what I call a loading wagon, by the way. So we don't need a loading wagon because we're not going to deal with loose stuff. We'll bale everything just for neat tidiness. And we're going to do hay instead of grass, because then we can also use the hay for cows like I've been talking about. So if we do grass bales, they can only be used for sheep. So we'd have to do a baling of grass, then we'd still have to do a baling of hay for cows, and we can just do them both in one shot. So makes it easy. All right, tedder. Yep, we will definitely get the 17-meter one. I know it's expensive, but that is a big difference between 9 and 17 there. So this will make short work of this. So it looks like we won't be getting a new field right away, or we can always, I mean, if it's planting season, maybe we take out a loan. Like, since we can only do one crop per year, we kind of have to take advantage of spring and summer when we can plant. Okay, so this will just basically turn everything over so it can dry out into hay, from my understanding of how this works. Oh, yeah, you're right. We do need a windrower, since we're not, yeah, because if we would have swathed the mow, then when we went through with the tedder, it still would have just spread everything out. Like, it doesn't keep it swathed when you this is a weird shape. So we had to spread it out anyway. But now we need a windrower to put it back into rows. Otherwise, baling takes so long. So I think what we'll do is buy cows first. No, we won't. We'll just buy a... If we have to take out a loan for cows, we will. I'm not worried about it. It's nice to start getting our fleet. Did it just miss like a bunch of... I've never seen it miss like that much grass. Hopefully if we just go over it again, it'll be fine. Otherwise that might mess up our baler output. Shoot. Okay, one more pass here and we'll put this away. We could probably add once this grass grows back and everything and we can have this cleaned back up, we could maybe add a second like garage here just for, well, no, because all this is going to be used over there. We could still put like some animal stuff like that and the milk tank and stuff. We just need more garage space. For now, I'm going to kind of make a mess and leave that there. And while we're going to the shop, we'll start getting windrowers up. And the most expensive one is 14.7. So it's about 5 extra meters. It's worth it. Well, is that the one I hate? There's one windrower I hate using. No, it's not that one. Yep, we'll do it. Okay, so yeah, let's finish up with rowing this episode. And the next episode we will actually bale it and buy cows so that we can see what that cost is going to be like. I want to check on our sheep quick. Yeah, so you can see, oh, that one bale actually filled them up pretty well. And this productivity should just go up like every day as long as we keep them fed, I think. This is why I left myself a bit of a border of grass. All right, we'll pick it up. Now we want to back up this way. That was bad. That was also bad. Bad, bad, bad. This is all bad. Just trying to straighten it out and it's not going as planned. Again, this is... Usually it's not this weird of a shape. Okay. Yeah, it's getting all messed. I think I backed up too soon. Oh well, that'll be easy to get. Yep, there's still some grass there. Hopefully that won't alter the baling output. And I'm going to try to just swing around here so we don't have to spend all that time backing up. Okay, so that is going to do it for this episode. Next time we buy cows and bale this hay and probably move on to February soon. Cool, thanks for watching everyone. Like, subscribe, comment below if you wish, and of course have yourselves a very nice day.